the emphasis is always on, and I can't help it too, the emphasis is on the person that got injured or killed. The workers' comp system is, while it serves a purpose, it's really there to take care of the injured worker, pay for medical bills, lost time and wages. Once a claim has been closed, people don't always think about the family members and what happens to them afterwards.
So my father was in a work accident. He was on an elevator shaft that threw him out. He ended up suffering some long-term issues and injuries for a long part of my life, and for a long time he struggled with it, and eventually it caught up to him and he wasn't able to keep going, but he did end up living a very good life, at least for the last bit that he was able to.
My father's name is James, and he was working on the job as a field manager for an automotive company. And whenever he was going to a job, he was hit by a semi-truck and died in the accident.
It was extremely stressful trying to think about how we were going to pay for Brittany's college. Her guidance counselor is the one that actually was helping her with how to get scholarships to be able to further her education, because we were beyond stressed. But Brittany's one that she's pursued everything.
After my guidance counselor told me about Kids Chance, I felt hopeful and a little bit relieved because some of the private scholarships I was applying to, they're very broad and maybe like write an essay about a certain topic, and this one really seemed catered towards my situation. So it was a huge relief even hearing about a scholarship that fit my needs.
When I found out about Kids Chance, I was already in college, so I was already studying, and I was looking for some extra financial assistance to help me get through the rest of college. But I also was looking for some community in the sense, and I found a lot of people I was able to talk to about things that a lot of people my age can't relate to.
My name is Rick Davis. I practice law with the Davis Law Group in Greenville, South Carolina. I've been practicing for more than 40 years at this point. I represent injured workers who've been injured on the job, which is what made my introduction to the Kids Chance organization more than 20 years ago. The purpose of Kids Chance is to raise scholarship money for the children of workers who have been killed or catastrophically injured in an on-the-job injury.
A lot of times, if someone has been injured or killed, they may be the primary breadwinner or a substantial breadwinner in the family. And when you take away that income, there can be a lot of negative financial consequences for the family. So it seeks to fill that gap to some degree.
Whenever scholarships started coming in, then I was just beyond relieved. And Kids Chance is an awesome scholarship, and the amount of burden that it took off of us for her to be able to attend school that she wanted to attend and not have to just get a technical education, which is probably the direction that we were going to have to go.
When I received the scholarship, I was able to completely focus on studies and my dedication towards trying to better myself in the classroom for my students, because I was already student teaching at the time. But it also helped me to really hone in on what I wanted to focus on for art making specifically, and how I wanted to further myself, not just in the first 4 years of college, but me starting to plan for a master's degree.
Finally, getting this scholarship really taught me how important it is to persevere even when things seem impossible and difficult.
Dealing with other lawyers, it's adversarial. It can be a lot of friction at times, but at the same time, we can put that aside and come back and say, what are our objectives with helping this child?
Anybody that feels passionate about this cause, there's a way to get involved and a way to help.
My hope for the future of Kids Chance is that we do a better job than we're doing now, identifying the children that have needs to be able to finance their college educations. And my second hope for the organization is that we will fund it 100% with good, generous contributions by everybody that's involved in the system.
Your contributions and efforts make a difference. Visit kidschancesc.org to get involved today.